Hi everyone, before I do tonight's book look, I need to give a huge thank you and shout out to Milk and Bookies for its amazing donation of books. Look at this gigantic pile of boxes. There are more than 2,000 new books here. I think my mom officially needs help with the labeling. Thank you so much to Milk and Bookies, because there will be so much gifting of books to patients. We will need reoccurring donations like this to keep the library going strong. This is our first really gigantic book donation, and it is so exciting. For everyone listening, this does not mean that we don't need your book donations. Most of these books from Milk and Bookies will go to our gifting library, the library where we give books away to kids in isolation who can't visit or receive books from the lending library. We still have a long way to go towards building a diverse and complete lending library for patients of all ages and interests. And your purchases from our Amazon.com wishlist, as well as your own personal favorites, really help us to get all the different titles we need. And since we know there will be a certain amount of loss, even of the lending library books, we will always need to be getting in books that offer our Amazon wishlist to sustain a high-quality library collection. Okay, here's book look number 166. The title of today's book is The Old Woman Who Named Things. The Old Woman Who Named Things by author Cynthia Rowland. This is a really great picture book for preschool and elementary age kids, though I think adults would appreciate the story and the message too. It is the story of an old woman who is lonely after having outlived her friends. So she names all sorts of objects in her life. She gives them names because she knows that she will not outlive them, so they can't die and make her feel even more lonely. For example, her car is named Betsy, and her bed is named Roxanne. Her chair is Fred, and her house is Franklin. When a stray dog appears one day, she doesn't want to name it, knowing that she might outlive the dog. However, one day the dog disappears. She is really sad, and she realizes that it's worth to find him again and then to name him, even though she is risking outliving him. This is such a heartwarming and unique story. The old lady's naming of all the objects is fun, and I like how the author refers to the objects by their names when describing them in the story. There are themes of friendship, love, accepting sadness when you lose someone, and how you need to keep loving even though you have to risk loss. The story really makes you think about how lucky you are to have friendship and love in your life. Please donate this great picture book to the library that ECBC is building at Chalk Children's Hospital. I can imagine that it might make younger patients come up with names for all the things around them in their hospital rooms. Maybe a fun distraction for them. And again, thank you so much to Milk and Bookies, we are so grateful for your partnership and your organization's awesomeness in getting books into the hands of kids who don't otherwise have access to them, such as many patients at Chalk Hospital.